Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. On this channel I talk about fragrance, skincare, fashion, and the finer things in life. And today I have 3 bottles in front of me. These bottles are from the brand Amouage and they are from the collection called Midnight Flower. So in that collection, in Midnight Flower collection, there are 6 fragrances. 3 of them are labeled for women by Amouage and the other 3 are for men. However, with this brand, which is one of my favorites, there is not a distinct line border between femininity and masculinity, and anyone can use these fragrances. So if you want to know everything about these 3, namely Bracken, Beach Hut, and Sunshine, please don't go anywhere. So before I go into the details, I would like to talk about Amouage and their labeling. So they label their fragrances for women and for men. However, I think this definition is very blurred. So when I, for example, look at these 3 fragrances in front of me, mainly I have the Amouage Bracken, Beach Hut, and Sunshine here. I think these are very gender neutral. What I mean by that is, if you think of sexuality as something that is fluid, you would understand what I mean. It could go anywhere, or whenever you're doing some sightseeing, or whenever you are gonna visit a historic place, you just don't say that, oh my god, this castle or this museum is so masculine, I should not be going in there. Or similarly, when you are gonna eat at a very high-end sushi restaurant, like $500 per night, when the sushi platter comes to the table, you just don't say that, oh my god, these sushis look so feminine, I should stay away. This is the approach I would like you to practice when you look at these 3 fragrances today. And one more thing, I'm not going to be taking you through the notes of these 3 fragrances one by one. I will be listing them down in the description box. However, with each fragrance, I will be taking you to a specific destination. That specific destination will be deserted and you will be alone, and that's actually a pretty nice coincidence, especially in these days where we are trying to practice social distancing and trying to protect ourselves and the others. So, the first fragrance would be Amouage Bracken. Amouage Bracken is gonna be the scent of the day for me, so it's gonna go on my skin. Alright, so with this one, we are voyaging to a rainforest. So it's green, it's very deep. The trees are very tall. When you look up, you barely see the sky, and when you take your gaze to the ground, you see that vegetal green covering with some ferns, some like bracken, and then there are like some little small forest fruits around, and everything is so wet, and then the weather is a little chilly. Imagine yourself in that setting. This is what you would smell in that very specific moment. This is green. This is fresh. This is a little sharp, definitely. This is cool. There is a distance. And this is so calming. This is just taking me to a very serene, rainforest with that green, wet, raw smell. This is so unique. This is so different. This is not a sillage monster. This is not gonna project crazily, but this has an enormous longevity, especially on my skin. When I get it on my clothes, the fabric, throughout the day, I always get like, whiffs of that green, like tree smell, which I'm living for. This is a very unique, very different fragrance. I love this a lot in summer months, and also, during winter, like some mornings, which is very like cold, but it's not rainy. It's like, chilly, and it's like foggy. When I spray this on one of those mornings, it just creates the beautiful ambiance. I do love that. However, this is a fragrance that you should be testing out before you purchase. This is a niche fragrance, and then some noses will find this a little too much, too sharp, too offensive. But for me, a great one from Amouage. Go check this one out. So, you keep walking in the rainforest, and eventually you find yourself on a deserted beach. The sun is not out, it's not hot, it's not bright, but it's still a little chilly and breezy. And then the waves are crashing to the shore. You're on that beach, and then around you, there are some trees and there are some chaiselongs that have been exposed to heavy rain overnight. So you smell the wet, raw driftwood kind of smell. Imagine yourself on that beach, and at that point, Amouage Beach Hut comes to the scene. This has a beautiful, beautiful drift node and mineral accord that is so different than anything on the market. It just performs beautifully in summer. In summer, your fragrance should not be citrusy or, extremely fresh. It can be something different, but it can still be fresh, it can still be heavy, but at the same time, it can complement the warm weather around you so beautifully. This is what Amouage Beach Hut does. This is an excellent summer offering from this brand. I am so in love with this one. Great longevity again on my skin. I love how this one dries. In the dry down, it's more like Patchouli, Cashmeran, but I still get that like driftwood note, or like accord, like a mineral sea wood accord. This is a excellent, fabulous offering from Amouage. Again, you have to test this out. You have to give this a test drive before you commit to the full bottle, but it's one of my favorites. I love Amouage a lot. You will be hearing about this brand in the future on this channel. Go check this one out. So, until now, we were a little cold, in the rainforest and like the deserted beach. It was like breezy, windy, chilly. But now we're just gonna shift gears, and then we're just gonna get warm. We're gonna get very hot. The sun is up there shining down on us. Beams are hitting you, and then you are in your car, convertible. You are on a road trip. There is no one in front of you or behind you or in the car. You have your cigar here with you. You have your elbow right next to the car door, like so, and then you're driving, not so fast. And at that moment, you smell the uh, cigar that you have, and then there is that sunshine, and then there are like actually some flowery notes, maybe coming from the side of the road. And at that point, you start imagining the smell that you are experiencing. That is what Amouage Sunshine does. This is a sweet, summery sunshine in the bottle. I love this so much. This has that Osmanthus note that I'm living for. You know, Osmanthus smells like sticky, sort of like half-baked apricots. This this is just the perfect use of that note with that white tobacco, white tobacco flower, which is giving this sweet, like chewy sensation to it. The whole vibe is so summer, so sexy. This is edible, but at the same time, this is so enjoyable and not overbearing. I'm gonna do a video about sexy niche fragrances for women. I'm telling you, this will be on that list as well. This is a great gourmand fragrance. Excellent gourmand. And you know what? This is a very wise choice if you want to use a gourmand fragrance in summer months. Not everything should smell citrusy or fresh. This performs beautifully. This blossoms on your skin in summer month, in heat. This is so nice, everyone. Like the other two, I love this a lot as well. The whole collection, Midnight Flower collection, I think that's exquisite. These fragrances, Bracken, Beach Hut, and Amouage Sunshine, they are my summer, warmer month staples. I love the longevity that they give. You know, it's just like, 6 to 8 hours and it's on the fabric. It's always there, you know its presence, but the projection and sillage, it's not overbearing. This is just the right combination for those hot summer days, in my opinion. So, this is all I would like to say about Midnight Flower Collection, the women offerings from Amouage, Bracken, Beach Hut, and Sunshine. Have you ever used one of these fragrances? Let me know down in the comments section. Let's keep the discussion going down in the comments section, and let's just share opinions. How do you feel about these three offerings from Amouage? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending time with me, taking these beautiful trips, scent voyages with me, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care, everyone.